Good morning guys, the COT data video for the week beginning the 23rd of October. And so when you get the COT data file, it might come onto this first tab. I'm not sure how it opens for you, I'm not sure. But what I will do on a weekly basis, we'll come to chart page, okay? And we're interested in the net non-coms. So now we click on it, right click, and I'm going to move chart. I'm going to make it a new sheet and I'm going to call it net non-coms. And that's what I do every week. So in case you're wondering how we got that, how we get this this data, you know, on a large screen. Okay, so the euro is ticked up, which is of note, 75,000 to 82,000. Okay, so also interestingly, the dollar went a little bit sideways. I wonder if we can see 191. 188. Oh, they did increase ever so slightly, but not as strong increase as the euro. Don't forget we've got the ECB this week. Right, so this is obviously positioned a little bit for that potentially. So that's of note. So you know, be aware that they're both going higher, but the euro is moving up a little bit stronger than the USD. Okay, yen still holding that support, still treading water. 117, 113, 102. So we're making higher lows. And we've got that support. So depending that we've got these supports, it might actually just be okay. We don't want to see a break of those supports really, ideally. So that's the yen and the euro. We'll take the euro off. Remember that obviously we've got the ECB this week. Aussie is erratic and very spiky. We did decrease slightly, 76 to 80. So they did increase their 5,000 positions short on the Aussie. Okay, they're both moving in parallel, which is really bizarre and very strange. So that's the Aussie. We've got an RBA speech from the governor as well. So that might be a bit of a mover. Now pound was really good if you spotted that, because we really did rocket after the 50 basis point hike off from the BOE, and we made a lower high and a lower low, and so we can make a channel. You see? Do you see that channel that we could make? And of course we could have gone higher or lower. I predicted it was probably going to go lower, and we really did, and we got the sell signal for cable with the pound USD. And potentially it could be like easing its descent, you can see. So it might be doing something like this maybe, but we have to wait and see, won't we? Pound off, CAD on. I remember we've got the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Did we hold that? 48,000. Oh, we just ticked below slightly, so we made a lower low by 500 contracts. So be careful in the CAD. We made a lower low, like I say, and certainly a lower high as well. So this could be a little bit bearish on the CAD, and especially if the oil comes down as well, it's going to put a bit of pressure on the Canadian dollar. They correlate very well. The WTI, the West Texas oil. So be careful with CAD, I think, because of that. So take off CAD. We'll put on gold. Now gold, I was suggesting it was going to pump, and you see what happened like last week. We'd done this move, okay, and I said, well, this time next week, i.e. today, we're going to see a move higher, and we certainly did. Okay, so we went from 71,000 to 112,000. Big increase, and note that we've got these supports now. You've got to be careful with gold, because you could argue it's fundamentally moving or sentimentally, or actually the combination of the two, which is a dangerous combination. If the herd are going to sell when there's the fundamental justification for a stronger gold, it can be like a very deadly cocktail for price. Yesterday's video goes into a lot of information about the sentiment and why gold's coming up higher, right? So we might see a continuation here. But note that we've got weekly supply. We did hit weekly supply on gold, okay? New Zealand dollar, probably sideways, a little bit choppy. We're pretty much range bound, so no comment there. And likewise, I think, probably with the Swiss franc, even though it was pumping, I think the COT data is still going to be slightly sideways. So the retail guys are very short the Swiss franc, and that's why we're seeing price really get strong on the Swiss franc, on the CHF. And that's it. So just a quick one. Remember, if you subscribe to patreon.com/QuasiDB, you can get this file, this really awesome document, for free if you sign up to Patreon. Okay, so it's definitely worth doing. And it's not just the non-coms, but the hedge funds, the commercials, and all sorts of cool, really funky stuff. Also, don't forget, you can change your filter. You can go back more in time. You can look at multiple currencies, and you can also do the filtering of the appearance as well, which is quite cool. So you could do this if you wanted to. And then it would look quite good for your own personal use. And also try, if you can, please don't share this outside as well. Keep it inside, Patreon. Keep it for personal use, because this is Kristen's document. So I wish you a good day, and I'll be back tomorrow for the bulletin. I'll try and get it done about 7 or 8, but I can't guarantee it. I'll try and get it done early, but if I sleep in, it's just because I had such a long week last week. I put in 16 hours on Thursday, which is crazy. So I might be I'll try and get the bulletin done early-ish tomorrow, but we'll wait and see. So have a nice day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. I wholeheartedly recommend fxsi.com and their indicators for MetaTrader 4 and 5. It's a 7-day free trial, so do have a look. There's no credit card required. You might be lacking in some sentiment awareness, analysis, and it does complement technical and fundamentals very well. Especially if you're very technical, you could be missing out on some sentiment, or if you're particularly fundamental, you could be missing out on some sentiment. This is like a sweet zone. It complements both, and it gives you a very strong bias about direction as well. So technicals are great for direction, fundamentals are great for direction, but the sentiment sits in between. Okay, and so perhaps if you're missing out on some sentiment awareness, these are the best indicators in existence in the world for that. And then you can have a look at this. You've got a 7-day free trial, and you've got your order book, and you've got your indicators, including the ratios, which are amazing. Just look at my videos on my YouTube channel, and you can see how powerful the ratios are. And you can have a look. Just take your time. You've got 7 days to trial them, and if you don't like them, then that's fair enough. You don't have to renew, but we do have a code if you want to, and it's just the QuasiDB code, and it gives you a 10% discount, and that's it. So have a look, see what you think, and like I said, it's a 7-day trial, so you don't have to renew, but I think you'll probably find you will renew afterwards, because the order book and the ratios and the stop loss clusters as well are amazing. The stop loss clusters are great because you know where to target. Okay, so that's where you take profit, where people get stopped out. Okay, and that's it. So just a quick plug for the fxsi.com, and enjoy your day.